This is my QAV400. I did a video a while back that shows how to assemble and wire everything up, configure it with the NAZA. And over the past few years, probably one of the #1 questions I get related to 3D printing is how durable and rigid are the parts? Now, a while back, I designed and 3D printed these little landing legs. They're on Thingiverse. I'll put the link below if you guys are interested. Now I have a MakerBot Replicator too, so these are printed in PLA. And while I don't have any hard scientific data to give you related to just how strong PLA can be, I want to show you a little accident that I had in the field, and you can see how bent this rear left arm is. You can see it compared to the right rear. That arm's bent a good bit. And what happened was I got a little bit overconfident. The first level voltage protection for the NAZA kicked in. Figured I'd fly it a little bit longer, but then finally I triggered the second level, which causes a rapid descent. In my case, the quad was about 100 feet in the air and it just came down nice and level, but at a super fast pace, hit the ground, bounced up, didn't flip over, nothing was damaged other than these arms. So these landing legs took a majority of the impact and ultimately caused a couple of the arms to bend. So just taking a quick look at this design, I print them straight up and down. The way the layers are printed, they're from bottom to top. So when this leg absorbed that impact, the force had gone from top down and tried to more or less compress this leg, which didn't happen, and ultimately bent the arm on the QAV400. Now, I'm not sure if we would have had the same results if this leg had been printed sideways, because the layers would have been layered that way, and with the force coming from the top, it could have caused those layers to flex and ultimately break. And as I mentioned earlier, definitely nothing scientific here, but I really wanted to share real-world field experience with these legs. And the good thing about it is, even though the arms were bent, I think I can bend those back in place or order replacements. You can see there's a little bit of clearance with the battery and the rest of the frame. So those 3D printed landing legs ultimately saved me from having to replace my battery as well as any electronics. And as a side note, for those who have asked, this is the QAV500 build that I've been doing with sponsorship from Get FPV, and I wanted to just share that these legs are also compatible with the QAV500 arms, so they'll just slide on. They're actually a little bit taller, as you can see, than the Delrin landing gear that you can get from Get FPV. And lastly, these are the 3D designed and printed motor blocks. I've put these on Thingiverse as well. This is for the Firefly 6. I've been flying with these for about a month now, and they're holding up well. I just wanted to share that update with the many of you who have asked about these 3D printed parts, using them in the field and just day-to-day use. So far, things have been working out well. I always recommend printing at least 50% infill, but I've gone up to 75 and 100%, and that really increases the durability of your prints. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all the comments, questions. I'm definitely learning a lot from you. I hope you can say the same for me. And please stay tuned, because I'm still continuing to work on the hexacopter with the Sony Nex gimbal. And in the next video, I'll talk a little bit about these ugly gray APC props. And here is a black version that I've dyed. I'll go into a little bit of detail of what you can do to dye them black or any color that you prefer. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. And until next time, thanks for watching.